tanong po, Mr. President, kay Raquel Bayan ng Radyo Pilipinas.
Good afternoon po, Mr. President. Sir, yung sumbong sa Pangulo Portal naging... Dito po, sir.
There you go.
Opo. Sir, yung sumbong sa Pangulo Portal, naging effective po siya kasi may direct access po kayo doon. Kayo po mismo yung sumisilip ng mga information na dinadala doon. With this transparency portal, sir, magkakaroon rin po ba kayo ng access dito? And if not, paano po tayo makakasiguro na tama yung mga information na ilalagay dyan?
Good question. Oo, tama. We have to, kasi kailangan talaga paulit-ulit natin tinitignan ito. To make sure, first of all, that kasi baka mapalitan yung mga information, baka mapalitan yung mga numero, mga date, whatever it is. We will make sure, we will be constantly monitoring this. Mabuti nga na may AI na kasi that makes the job much easier. That it will make sure that the data has not, the base data has not changed. You can already program it to do it every second. So, yes, we will employ all of those tools.
Ang susunod na tanong, Mr. President, related pa rin sa portal. Evelyn Quiroz.
Good afternoon, Mr. President. Clarification lang po, ito pong portal, ginawa po ng DPWH with the help of PADC, Philippine Aerospace.
Yeah. No, they came in doon sa satellite imaging.
Okay.
Doon na yung pinipicture nung ano.
Doon po sa...
Oo, kasi pag may request kami, natignan itong project na ito. Actually, monitoring din yan eh. I don't know if you noticed, one of yung picture na pinakita namin sa iyo was a work in progress hanggang natapos. It was a flat control type na mahaba. It started, saan yun? Yung tinitignan natin kanina. Anyway, it was one of those, and that's constant naman ang monitoring. Before, hindi natin ginagawa.
And then, follow up po, Mr. President. Pinakita po kanina dito yung actual bidding po sa isang lugar kung saan man pong DP District Office. Pero yung pre-qualification po ba, yung PIPA, yung before po na actual bidding, kasama din po ba dito sa portal natin?
No, because the pre-qual is not sa back na lang yung pupunta. Yung sa the pre-qual is not done like that way. The pre-qualification is done in an office pinag-usapan na kinokomperensa yan. So it's not useful for anybody to watch it. Pero kung merong ginagawa doon sa pre-qualification, lalabas sa bidding yan eh. Ba't yan lang ang nag-bid? Ba't nawala si ganito, si ganyan, si ganyan, si ganyan? Diba? Lalabas at lalabas yan eh.
Mr. President,
Baka
last question na lang po.
Sure.
Yung pong sinabi nyo kanina, nag-start po yung from anong agency, how much, sino po yung contractor, yung pang hanggang sa matapos, meron po tayong picture from start to finish. Pero na-consider din po ba ng DPWH na, kasi po ito pong na-file natin ng mga cases sa Sandigan Bayan, kasama po sa mga issue na warrant of arrest, yung po sa mga district offices na mga chief ng planning, sila po yung nag-review o tumitingin po actual sa mga project. Kasama po ba yun na kinonsider din po na pwedeng private na lang po yung para mga PMO na ginagawa ng mga private offices po? Kung pwede.
Hindi ko naintindihan.
Kasi po ngayon, bawat district po, meron po tayong tinatawag na hepe ng planning,
Sure.
ano po yun? Secretary. Sila po yung titingin po ano po yung actual. Yun nga po, dito nga po nagka-problema, hindi ho ba napapalusot? Na-consider po ba, or pwede po ba natin i-consider na magkaroon ng private mga engineers, yung mga PMO na tinatawag po? Para maiwasan po yung maulit ito. Kasi po ang purpose po natin ay maiwasan to, ma-resolve. So, pwede po bang ma-consider yun? Kasi po sa private, yun po ang alam kong ginagawa, Mr. President.
Oo nga.
Thank you po.
Third party? Pwede. Third party inspector? If that's what's necessary, I just hope it doesn't, basta hindi patagalin yung proseso, bakit hindi? Who will pay for it?
Thank you, Mr. President. The next question from Maricel Halili.
Hi, sir. Good afternoon.
Good
Sir,
afternoon.
on other issue, after the statement of Malacanang that ES person Yin has voluntarily filed his resignation. E.S. Bersamin also spoke to the media saying that he was asked to resign. So, sir, first, was he asked to resign? Why did you decide to let go of both E.S. Bersamin and Secretary Pangandaman? And what does it say about the cabinet that E.S. and Secretary Pangandaman were dragged into this issue?
Well, you know, the question about the Chief Luke and myself, wala, nag-usap na kami. And we understand each other and we decided to keep it between ourselves. There's no bad blood, there is no acrimonious feeling there, so that's fine. Si Sekmina, because her name was dragged into the whole thing. You know, it makes it clear that whatever is going on, kung ano man ang mga questioning, kung ano man ang mangyayari, we want to be sure that she's not in a position where she might be suspected of influencing all that. Kasi when she's out of government, wala na siyang influensya. So, hindi mo masasabing inayos na yung kaso niya.
Thank you, Mr. President. We have time for 2 more questions, Mr. President.
All right.
Anna from GMA News Online.
Good afternoon, sir. Sir, how do you respond to the drug use accusations made by no less than your sister, Senator Amy Marcos, against you and the First Family? Sir, were you hurt by her accusations, and how do you explain these claims to the public?
It's anathema to me to talk about family matters generally in public. We do not like to show our dirty linen in public. I'll just say this much. For a while now, we've been very worried about my sister. When I say we, I'm talking about friends and family. And the reason that is because the lady that you see talking on TV is not my sister. And that view is shared by our cousins, our friends. Hindi siya yan. Hindi siya yan. So that's why we worry. So we are very worried about her. I hope she feels better soon.
Sir, quick follow-up lang po. Nagkausap na po ba kayo, sir? Or do you intend to talk to your sister?
We don't really, we no longer travel in the same circles, political or otherwise. So no.
Okay, thank you, Mr.
Thank you,
President.
sir.
For the last question, Kat Domingo, ABC.
Good afternoon, Mr. President. Sir, we understand that you earlier mentioned that you do not want to dignify statements from former you do not want to dignify statements from former Ako Bicol Party List Representative Zaldico, but he came out with a recent video claiming that you received over 50 billion, if I'm correct, in kickbacks.
Yeah.
We know that you don't want to respond to this anymore, but the public begs for your answer. How do you actually convince the public that in this battle of he said versus you said, how do you convince the public that you are the more credible side of this story, and how do you respond to his allegations directly?
Well, look at the quality of the statements. Alam mo, how mahaba nang naging mga usapan natin tungkol sa fake news. Anyone can go online and make all kinds of claims and say all kinds of things. Paulit-ulit. But it means nothing. For it to mean something, umuwi siya rito. Harapin niya yung mga kaso niya. Kung meron siyang gusto sabihin niya. Malalaman naman ng tao yan eh. Patunayan niya. But come home. Come home. Ba't ka nagtatago sa malayo? Ako, hindi ako nagtatago eh. Kung meron kang akusasyon sa akin, nandito ako. Gawin niyo ang pareho. At para patas lang naman.